Thank you for listening to Dialogues on Democracy, stories and expertise from IFES's 25 years of providing sustainable democracy. I'm Joseph Marcus. Pakistan's general elections are historic and represent the first time a democratically elected government has completed a full term and transitioned power to another democratically elected government. I talked with Shabir Ahmed, IFES's Deputy Chief of Party in Pakistan. We talked over the phone as IFES prepares for the upcoming general elections. Shabir, the 2008 general elections were also historic, and after, observer organizations made a number of key recommendations for how future elections could be improved. Can you please describe some of the issues from the last general election and how the upcoming elections will be an improvement from those?
During 2008 general elections, there were certainly a lot of issues with their registration was manual. We have now an electoral roll which is based on the civil registry. In 2008, there were 64,000 polling stations, and this time the number has increased to 72,000 plus polling stations. The result management system is also being improved. ECP also held consultation with political parties starting in 2010, and ECP is in touch with political parties on a regular basis in order to make sure that emotions don't run high. So a lot of efforts, a lot of improvement as compared to 2008 general elections.
What steps have been taken to ensure that these elections are credible and transparent?
The Election Commission is more open than ever before. The way the electoral roll printed now, voters list at the polling station will have the photograph of the voter printed. And ECP has also placed information on its website vis-a-vis the nomination papers of the contesting candidates. This provides information about their assets, about the taxes, something that has never been done before, which is a major step in order to bring transparency in the system. And we are going to see the largest number of election observers, more than 55 or 60,000 observers. And ECP is encouraging that. They have already welcomed the international observers. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has written to the European Union and others that they can send their observers, and they are already on the ground. This time election will be more transparent and with that more credible.
There have also been concerns about the lack of political access for women, persons with disabilities, religious minorities, and other marginalized populations in Pakistan. What steps have been taken to reach out to these citizens?
In 2008, there were 80 million voters, and this time there are 86 million voters. The difference between men and women on the voter list is huge. Election Commission, working with NADRA, they try to increase the number of women with national ID card, because that's a condition in order to be on the voters list. It will remain a challenge. The ECP in the past had always relied on electronic media. There was never any organized campaign to reach out to people who do not have access to newspapers or TV and radio. This is the first time in the history that they have engaged their district offices and made them hub in order to reach out to civil society at the local level, women organizations, minorities, the organization dealing with issues of persons with disabilities, and professional organizations like lawyers and students. That would actually create an impact. It's a major paradigm shift, I must say.
Can you please describe some of the steps that the ECP has taken to mitigate the risks of violence?
Security is a major challenge for the Election Commission. For this reason, they created coordination mechanism at the federal level, where the relevant ministries and the Election Commission, they sit together and they continuously and constantly review the security situation across the country. Then Election Commission has created a district security committee. Another important measure that the ECP has taken is they have identified sensitive polling stations based on the historical data and also what the conditions existing now. And there will be more security personnel present on those polling stations. ECP has trying their best to manage the situation and provide an environment where people can cast their vote and feel proud to be part of this historical process.
What should we expect on Election Day, and what are some of your hopes for these elections?
In the history of elections in Pakistan, the voter turnout, it has remained between 35 to 45%. in the last 20 years. This election, we have the largest number of candidates and the largest number of voters as compared to 2008 general elections. It is time for the voters to come out and add their voice in this process. There are issues out there. There are security concerns, but in order to strengthen democracy that is truly representing the people of Pakistan, and that will, of course, be a continuous process where the institutions have to strengthen and people's rights and obligations go side by side, and Pakistan becomes stronger.
For more dialogues on democracy and information about Shabir Ahmed and our work in Pakistan, please visit our website, www.ifes.org.